welcome you back. So my name is Todd, and today we're going to be making banana bread. So let's get started. Alright, so the first thing we are going to do, we're going to need to cream our eggs and sugar. So we're going to be taking a stick of butter at room temperature, and then a cup of sugar, and if you don't have a stand mixer, you can do this with a blender. So we're gonna get that going and cream that together, and this we're gonna kind of do on a high. All right, perfect. And so now we're going to add in our 2 eggs. And while this is going, we are going to preheat our oven to 350 degrees. I'm sorry, 325 degrees. And we're going to need to make sure that everything gets incorporated correctly with the butter and the eggs. So you're going to get your little spatula. We're going to add the second one. Add him in. And this part we're going to have to stop this and then scrape it across the bottom. The butter will settle on the bottom. All right. And one more time. All right, perfect. Now what we need to do is get our bananas ready. So be right back. All right, so we are gonna take 4 bananas and add those in a bowl. And we're gonna break those up. And when I'm making banana bread, I tend to get my bananas that are pretty much almost ripe or even a little overripe. Alright, so now we have our 4 bananas broken up in a bowl, and then you're just going to start mashing them with a fork. Could have used a larger bowl, but it works. All right. So that's pretty much about what I like to get them. Just gonna kind of stir it up a little bit, make sure there aren't any really big chunks. And to this, we are going to add a tablespoon of milk and a tablespoon of cinnamon. And I'm going to give this a stir. And now we're going to move on to our dry ingredients and get those ready. So let me get that prepped up and we'll be ready to go. So we are going to need 2 cups of flour, then a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of baking powder, and then a teaspoon of baking soda. So we're going to give this a mix. And then now over to the mixer. And as you can tell, our oven is now preheated to 350. So let's get this all mixed up. Now we are going to add in our mashed bananas to our creamed eggs. And we're going to mix that up. And while it's going, you may have to stop and mix it because it does tend to miss on the very bottom. Slowly start adding in our flour. And we're going to do this a little at a time. I generally try and put half of it in. Let that mix. Stop it. And then make sure you get everything off of the sides and off of the bottom. Start back up. And we're going to add a little more. See, it's starting to pull away from the sides. So let's stop this. Make sure we scrape down the sides. Bring it back up. And we're going to add the last of our flour. this. Make sure everything's mixed nice and well. And perfect. All right, let's go ahead and pull this off. And let's get these in one of our pans. So let's move on. Be right back. I'm gonna take a loaf pan and we're gonna spray it down all the edges with some spray butter. Once that's done, and we are gonna take our batter and add that in. Make sure we get everything down. And this is going to go into the 350-degree oven for anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half. And you're going to check it at about an hour using a toothpick. And once the toothpick comes out clean, then it's ready to be removed from the oven. So let's get this in the oven and we'll be back once it's ready. All right, so our bread is now cool to touch. So let's slice it up. Oh, yes. Beautiful. So now the only thing to do is eat. So this can be served with butter. Another good option is to use it to make French toast. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give me a like, a share, and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. And also, if you have any suggestions as far as something to cook, let me know and we'll see what we can work with. So until next time, enjoy.